My name is AA Bronson. I'm an artist. I worked for 25 years in a group, a collective as they seem to be called now, called General Idea. We began in '69 in Toronto, kind of by accident. Eventually, we moved to New York in the mid-'80s. Jorge and Felix both became positive, HIV positive in '89, '90. We moved back to Toronto and they both died. They both died at home there. So in Felix's case, this portrait is the image of him just after he died. I took it about 3 hours after he died. And it's how he presented himself to his friends for the last 2 weeks of his life. You know, as he became more ill, he became more and more vibrantly colored and surrounded with pattern, more full of life in a way. There was a constant stream of friends going in and out, and the nurses and the doctors. And I still remember in particular that last Christmas dinner where we had a big table with 13 people, Jorge with his IV unit and his favorite nurse next to him. And it was, it was actually like a really beautiful time. It wasn't horrible at all. It was quite the opposite. It was a very profound time. And because we knew we had a limited amount of time, we worked like crazy. I mean, the work just poured out of the studio during those last few months. When I took the photo, it's like I can still remember the moment exactly. It was like the hairs on my neck stood right up on end. You know, it was kind of a terrifying moment, and I knew that I would have to do something with it, but I couldn't. At that moment, I couldn't imagine what. I just couldn't imagine what, and it took me, in fact, 5 years to figure out what to do with it. I added the date in the corner. That was. I went through a period where all of the works I produced were essentially dates, sort of autobiographical. We lived our lives in a kind of public and semi-fictional narrative kind of way. We lived in the media. Our art and our life were always very much intertwined, and so that, in a way, it was a very appropriate way for everything to end as well.